Alright guys, for those of you who have been following me on Kawasaki Twin Owners Forum or DTT, short little video on the KZ440 turbo and fuel injected intercooler. We've got the beginnings of our plug for our carbon Kevlar tank. Nice epoxy resin system. Got a nice little ridge right down the center, which doesn't always show up very well in videos or pictures, but I think we're going to get it this time. Ridge matching all the way down through the tail section. This tail section's kind of got a dual purpose. One, gives me a place to put my butt, and two, right about here is going to be a bulkhead inside, and all the electronics and everything will be back here. The forward half actually acts as a storage tank for the liquid air intercooler. Trying to find ways to maintain the classic cafe look out going in and interrupting and having everything nice and exposed. I mocked up the frame today, or put the engine in, I should say. This isn't the one that's going to be built, but this one runs, so I don't want to use it when I'm going to go through and pretty much modify everything in it. You see here I've added a cross beam, kind of add a little extra support to the down tubes. Used my GPZ 1100. You notice there's a couple cross beams down in there. Those are good for bracing up the frame. Figured couldn't hurt, so I went ahead and did that. And I mentioned the intercooler. As you can tell, the tank actually hides it. I gotta do a little work there, that little piece of foam, before I get the plug completely done. I gotta get some more clearance, because the plumbing won't exactly fit through the space I've got. It will once I shape that out a little bit better, but right now it doesn't. A little underside view. Plenty of clearance for everything. Turbo will actually sit probably right about here, and what I'm thinking I may do is bring the exhaust out kind of down and up to support it, and then the downpipe will go down and off the right side of the bike there. As far as these guys, these little boots that we always have a problem with on these bikes, they're gonna be gone. Custom carbon manifold, and build that up about 7-8 layers, and have probably a Mazda Miata throttle body sitting right about there, which will go into the outlet side of the intercooler. You can see I got plenty of room on this side, and I got a little bit of modification to do up in here. You can see the rocker cover kind of hits. No big deal. That's why I went ahead and mocked this up, because once the plug's done, it's done. Make sure I have all my clearances and everything set up. Another big aspect of this bike, other than cutting out the drop frame completely, re-welding in some DOM 7/8 120 wall, a lot stronger than the factory. But one thing I planned on keeping, belt drive. You can tell, pretty strong, pretty big belt. About 1.1/8 1.25 inches. Figure these things hold up the Harleys. It should have no problem holding up this little 440. You see I got plenty of room. Even once I get the 130 in there, I should have plenty of clearance still. Underside of the seat, you can tell it drops down even with the frame. That's part of that liquid storage I was talking about. Then got my cross beam, and up in the top it's raised for the tire clearance, and that'll be a shelf for all my electronics to sit on. I took and pulled out the factory shock mounts, pain in the butt to get out of the bike, but got them out and reused them. These shocks, of course, will not be the shocks I use. I do apologize for the foam, guys. Just a little HTC HD2. We got the backside. Nice little scallop look. Still got some work to do. A little unevenness up there. Got to work on that. All in all, project's coming along fine. Going to be a little time consuming, but once it's done, I'm shooting for about 90 horse. Figure 12 to 14 pounds of boost should get me there. Go into an 18-inch front spoke wheel, then give me a little extra clearance for the turbo. Not that it's really big, not much bigger than a Coke can. So, just wanted to give you kind of a little video update. Hope you all enjoy. Keep the sunny side up, and see you on the net.